should probably start wrapping this up. Anyway, like I was saying, I feel like I should be saying things like, today was a disappointing day for morality, for morals, for like, I'm trying to think not only from the standpoint of this is what everybody else is saying because they think it, but from my point of view in life, combined with beliefs and all of the other and teachings and all of that. From just like from what I've learned growing up, from what I've experienced growing up, along with the beliefs and the teachings and everything. Just it's supposed to be, it's a sad day, I guess. I guess it's a sad day for from my point of view, from growing up the way I've grown up, I just don't see the correlation between two people who get married and they're happy and in love and they're doing it for themselves, not because of an obligation, and all these other, like, for me to say the other reasonings that other people have would make it sound hypocritical. I did not grow up in a normal nuclear family, and even when I was a part of one, it was still not the best environment. So, if I'm to talk from my own personal experience to the marriages that I've experienced, have not all been super awesome. Not to talk bad about anybody that I know who's been married. I've known people who were married and happy and their lives seemed awesome and good and they love each other and all that good stuff, and I'm all for it. Like, guy finds girl, they fall in love, they actually love each other, guy treats girl right, girl, I don't know, that's I'm trying to think from my point of view, that's like fall in love, get married, treat girl right. That is where it is for me right now. As far as marriage, like, that is top notch. That is like the dream there. And girl treats guy right too, obviously, but yeah. It's just, but I guess if you're talking from a point of view for where all you know is things work best when you're in a relationship with a guy and a girl and you have a mom and a dad. When you grow up knowing that, I can see and understand where that would be like, today is a sad day, like you are losing part of that family that you didn't have before. Two parents and a loving home and a home filled with God and all of the righteous good things, and things are right and good in the world. Like that, like, yeah, I can see that. I want to say like that's what I wanted growing up, like, oh, I want to get married someday and be all lovey-dovey and all this good stuff and happy, happy, happy. I saw myself having kids and loving my kids. That's what I wanted when I grew up. Yeah. um, Not necessarily married. Maybe that's part of the issue. Maybe I don't really understand marriage as it's supposed to be understood from what I've learned and yeah, from what I've learned and experienced from like my catechism classes and seeing happily married people in the Catholic faith. It looks really nice and quaint and just something that I don't understand on a personal level. It sounds beautiful and all of the good things, and I would totally want that for the world. I, on a personal level, couldn't understand it. I mean, unless I ended up being married myself, and that's the way things went. It's maybe I just don't understand marriage. Maybe that's where part of my problem's coming in. I understand that it's supposed to be coming together in union and love and under God and with God and all of these good happy things. I just haven't experienced it firsthand completely in a normal capacity. That's not true. I have, but I wasn't completely paying attention to it because it was a concept that I wasn't completely used to. So yeah, I just think I'm probably really lost in life right now. Well, no, I'm not gonna say who isn't. Life is about learning and growing and all of these things. I just don't know if I've held on to anything or if I've grasped on since I let go of certain things that used to define me. And at this point, I just don't know what defines me anymore. It's really odd. Okay, so yeah, I just, the last thing I remember saying was maybe I just don't understand marriage in the same way that other people do that I'm supposed to, that, or yeah, that I'm supposed to, and I do understand from the point of view like marriage is something beautiful under God, and He has rules, and He has ways that things are supposed to work, and we are supposed to follow that. And in that capacity, I can understand. I understand if you are so ingrained and you are so confident and you just know that's the way things are supposed to be and you can understand that and comprehend that and you've seen it and all of that other good stuff, then you can definitely, without a doubt, be like, this is the way it's supposed to be, and other ways are wrong, because it's not just me, it's me following in suit with God, and it's just the way it's supposed to be. And that's probably where, like, there's like a gap there, and I just have a bit of an issue understanding it. Maybe I'm set in my ways where it's like, that's just not the way it works out. Maybe I'm just too cynical for my own good. Maybe. I mean, I'm sure there's people who grow up in like single parent households or with their grandparents or adopted who are still like nuclear family all the way, and I understand it and that's the way it's supposed to be and it's easy for them. I'm not saying that I don't believe that because I didn't grow up that way. I'm saying it's not easy for me to understand the concept because I have not seen it in action and I just don't know how it works or how it comes to pass that it does work out. I just haven't seen it, so I don't understand it. doesn't mean that I don't believe it. Yeah, I just other things that I should be saying today. Even though it's not technically today anymore because I've been talking forever, for the longest. I can't think of anything that would fall under, yeah, that seems like a thing that people who believe and are strong in their faith would say that doesn't sound rude. In some way or another. Not that, like, in it of itself it is rude, but it would be offensive to people. And that's another thing. Like, some people are like, say what you believe, you don't care, you shouldn't care if other people are upset about it, just say what you believe. And I believe that I should not be offensive. So yeah, I go to confession and I say things and I'm like, okay, and then I'm told, thank you for your confession, for still caring, for still wanting to stay strong in your faith with God. And sometimes I'm just like, is it me staying strong, or is it a good thing because I still care that there's a consequence, and I'm trying to fight against doing that wrong thing, or because I still care and I still want a relationship with God regardless of everything else. Like I might do bad things and blah blah blah, but I still want a relationship with God. Is that where the good is coming in, or is it coming in with me not wanting to do any of the bad things and all of the struggle